I've been triggered. We have codependency issues. Someone is a player in the connection. Someone is missing someone. There's boundaries that need to be set. Hey, my beautiful Taurus. I am Mocchaa. If you guys are new to my channel, if you guys are subscribers, welcome fam. Have a seat. I'm going to be channeling Taurus's energy. So anyone that has any strong Taurus placements or dealing with a Taurus, this can be very insightful for you guys. So get comfortable. Remember that my readings are timeless. Keep it resonate, leave it doesn't. Switch the roles if you have to. I do often pick up the energy of people around you as well. If this reading does resonate, give me a thumbs up, a like, a share, a comment, and a subscribe. If you're interested in the personal reading, the link is in the description box, and follow me on social media. Those links are there too. So let's get into it, Taurus. Let's see what we got going on. I am picking up more than anything because I already pulled out your cards that you are motivated to make some money, save some money. So if you're currently trying to manifest or you're working on making that money, because one thing I love about Taurus is they like quality things, nice things, and they'll work for it. That's the formula with Taurus. If I want this, I must work for it. If I work for it, I will get what I want. I'm getting that whole vibe right here. But there is an energy of save. Okay, save not just for a rainy day, but save so that you can learn to save. Save if you are big on saving, you're going to be making more money and you're going to have to know how to manage that. You don't want to be this great saver and then when you get all this money, you're like, oh, this is more than enough. Let me spin, swipe, 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 spin, 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 transfer, 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 honey. You know what I'm saying? There's an energy of like, yes, baby, the money coming, you was manifesting it, it is coming to you, but save. Okay, the reason why I say that because the overall energy for you is motivation. And with savings coming in as your second oracle card, yeah, I feel like Spirit's saying like save because the money is coming. Like this is a confirmation the money is coming. Period. Okay, and it reads on the savings card, as you consistently save for your future is saved. You do your future self a big favor as you consistently set aside present funds. This is part of your self-care and path to feeling secure as you focus upon your life purpose. A lot of you guys are getting that motivation to do what you're called to do. Stick with it, okay? Because whatever you're called to do is bringing some revenue. Okay, before we go into your intuitive message, Taurus, I wanted to see what is behind the scenes. What is it that no one knows? What is it that no one knows that you're going through? What are you hiding? What are you keeping? Blame it on my Scorpio moon, but I just wanted to switch up the spread just a little bit. So you don't have to necessarily hide, but this is what people can't see with a naked eye, okay? They can't see what's going on with Taurus unless you tell them, unless you show them. All right, so Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Let's see what we got going on behind the scenes for you, Taurus. We have the King of Wands, that's Cancer and Leo. We have the Six of Swords, Mercury and Aquarius. And we have the King of Cups, Libra and Scorpio. I feel like what people don't know is that you have options. Okay, because these are two different people here with the King of Cups and the King of Wands. Okay, that's one message because I'm getting a few downloads. With the Six of Swords here, I feel like you're making a choice between these two people and you're saying this person is more peaceful. This is someone that is more cohesive with my lifestyle. This is someone that understands me more. I feel like even if like this doesn't necessarily feel like it's a choice, it feels like you have options. This could be like a Taurus that has friends and they're realizing this is the friend that I know that I can work with. This is the friend that I know I got to keep my distance from. This is the friend, or this is the group, or this is the tribe, or this is the family member. This is my person. This is my boo, my side boo. It's you weighing the pros and cons with the Six of Swords. Six of Swords doesn't just talk about sailing on to calmer waters. It also talks about like processing. This is a Mercury card. We're processing, we're learning, we're understanding here, we're digesting here. And with this being an Aquarius, this is like no room for emotion. This is someone that's weighing the pros and cons. And with this King of Cups and this King of Wands here, if these are two different people, you know, one could be a fire sign, one could be predominantly water. This is someone realizing like who is who for what I need and what brings me more peace, or, you know, this could be I'm hearing deliberation. So like someone could be going back and forth with family or friends. Maybe someone feels like, oh, someone is not good for you, and you're like, oh, I've weighed the pros and cons. I understand. I got it. Okay, it's something like that. Also, too, you could be channeling the King of Cups energy. You know, maybe emotionally tied to something, or maybe like emotionally motivated to do something here with the King of Cups and the motivation card, and you're moving towards that. Okay, because that's more fulfilling for you. That brings more peace to you. Okay, the King of Wands could also be channeling motivation as well. Maybe you're one side of you is like emotionally driven, the other person is action oriented. That could be another thing too. So what people don't really see behind the scenes, the other scenario is that you have a lot of masculine energy and you've already made your decision on what path you're going to go, like what you're going to do. Okay, and I feel like again, spirit is just confirming and they're nodding their head and they're saying, no, you're going to be making more income, your drive, your purpose, whatever it is that you're doing, you're going to be so thankful that it is paying you in ways like revenue, money. Okay. Now, let me just clarify with the truth and get just a little bit more truth behind the scenes with that King of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Six of Swords. We're just going to dig just a little bit more deeper before we get into your intuitive reading. Okay, let's see. Why is the King of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the King of Wands here? Thank you, Spirit. 4 cards just flew out. Okay. These similar cards from Aries. We have Hustle. Okay. Hustle on the cup, but says distractions. All right. We also have movement. So someone could be traveling. We have boundaries or no boundaries, one or the other. We have ladies, man, the player. And we also have missing you, missing you. Okay, so with this King of Wands, this King of Cups energy, I'm definitely picking up that someone could have been traveling to see someone else that was a distraction. This connection could have been like one of those situations where there was no boundaries here, or if there were boundaries, it could have either been discussed or not discussed. It feels like the boundaries have been set just because someone is missing the other person. Okay, this person could have been at a distance. You guys could have seen each other, traveled to see each other, kind of giving me the Eight of Wands energy. So, oh, look at this. Six of Swords and movement. Oh, Taurus. Taurus may have somebody on the side. Ladies, man, the player, distractions. There's a possibility that Taurus has somebody on the side, someone that's missing them. Child, someone is motivating the Taurus. Could be Aries because these cards really do look similar. Definitely could be an Aries because Aries pulled a lot of those similar cards. All right. So let's get into your intuitive message. Overall energy for you, Taurus, is the Nine of Swords, strong Gemini energy. Overthinking. That's all it is. I don't even think this is something that you need to worry about, honestly. But with the Seven of Swords here coming in, that's what's currently challenging or covering you, whatever it is that you're going through, it is stressing you. This could be you like considering leaving someone for someone else, but you don't know how you're going to do it. You could be missing someone as well. I'm also picking up more than anything with the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Swords is that you're keeping a secret and it's eating you up alive, Taurus. With the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords is Aquarius moon. So these people overanalyze. They try to departmentize that's the word, their feelings, or they try to, make reason of why they feel the way they do. So technically they don't necessarily have to consult with you about feelings, but they can definitely communicate with you what they're processing in their mind. So this could be someone that's not doing that with the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Swords. They're just internalizing and worrying and stressing and worrying. This screams big secret to me. Like, or whatever it is that you're keeping, you're not communicating. If it's not a secret, it's a lot of stuff you're keeping in that you're not communicating, if anything. Okay. Now, what's on the subconscious mind is a 10 of cups, Pisces energy. It's giving me the energy of I want my dream to come true. Okay, I might not communicate that. That could be another thing. Maybe you're just not comfortable with communicating that and being completely vulnerable yet and saying, hey, this is what I really want. I actually would really like us to work things out. I really want a happy family, happy situation, harmonic situation to work out in my favor. That's something else that I'm picking up too. In the recent past, we have the Knight of Wands. Not a one. Sagittarius and Scorpio energy. Doesn't have to be a Sag or Scorp that you were dealing with, Taurus. But what I'm picking up more than anything is that's when the momentum for you to make more money or the motivation kicked in the recent past. Okay. This was like momentum. This was drive here with the Knight of Wands. What we doing? What we doing? What's the next move? Where we going? That's the kind of energy that I'm getting here. You might not have communicated initially. If you were like dealing with a passion project or something purposeful, you might not have communicated to other people the steps that you took or where you were in that journey. Just this is giving me like someone that really keeps things to themselves. Like even like something that excites them. Well, let me keep it to myself. I don't want anyone to, you know, hijack my plan, my goal, or copy something. I'm getting that energy too. I don't want anyone to know what I got going on. I'm keeping that under wraps type vibe. What you're currently focused on is the Chariot card, strong Cancer energy, Cardinal energy. This is kind of piggybacking off of the Knight of Wands and the Chariot card. I want success and I'm going after it. This is where the motivation is coming in. Okay. This is what I want. I'm driven for it. All while, you know what I love? All while subconsciously I'm focused on the 10 of cups. So the chariot card is your focus. It's what you're currently crowning you. The 10 of cups is in the subconscious mind. This is someone that is very family oriented. Like family comes first, or this vision that I have comes first. This harmonic situation comes first. I will say that as long as you stay focused like this, you can manifest this. Like this is bound to happen. As like if this is your if I mean the energy that I'm picking up of you just focusing on this one thing, one thing, one thing, and it just being so positive is it's going to happen. The amount of energy you're putting into it, it's just like I can't imagine it not. The only thing that kind of concerns me is this Nine of Swords and the Seven of Swords. It's like you want this happy situation to work out, but at the expense of what? Like, is there something that's going to come out with the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Swords? Is there something from the past? Was there something that was deceitful done to you? Are you, regretful about something that happened and now it's kind of like tainting what you're trying to manifest? It's giving me gray cloud over the Ten of Cups energy. But what I love about the Chariot card being your focus, you're like, okay, I'll drive through rain like a motorcyclist. I mean, most motorcycles, they pull to the side. I feel like you're so driven, so motivated, especially with this motivation card right here. You'll drive through the rain if you have to. You'll drive through the rain. I'll do what I have to do to get to where I need to go. That's what I'm getting. So, and kind of makes sense here. I don't know why, but Spirit is saying that with the chariot and the missing you, okay, you could be dealing with someone that has cancer placements that's missing you, or you could have cancer placements. I feel like I just picked up a message here with the King of Cups and the King of Wands. I feel like you're putting your priorities above these people. Even if someone is more better than the other in other ways and aspects and this, that, and the third, you're saying, I understand all that, but I'm more focusing on the goal at hand here. I mean, you motivate me, you motivate me, you motivate me, you motivate me, but I have to be the driver. I have to make that choice. I have to bust that move. You know what I mean? There's going to be times where Taurus is going to come across as if they don't care about you, they're not concerned about you, they're not worrying about you, they don't have the time to check in with you. It's not that at all. This is what happens when someone is motivated. Okay. And there's also someone that is evolving here. Knight of Wands to the King of Wands. There's someone that's maturing here. You know, I acted on something and now I'm taking action. I'm making moves. I don't have time to entertain you, and you. And if that's the case, I'll have to remove myself, you know, with the Six of Swords energy. This is where you are that people don't understand or see. I feel like there's people that want your attention, that want your love, that wants, you know, undivided you. And you're just like, that is too much of a burden to bear on me because I have other to do. You know what I mean? Like, I got to get done. Don't think for a second, you know, I feel like Taurus is saying, don't think for a second that family is not a priority. Family is always a priority. That's why it's in my subconscious mind. But I got to make this money. Make this money to what? To save. As you save now, you save for your future. Okay? It says, as you consistently save for your future is saved. You want a nice, beautiful, harmonic future? Save. Someone's got to understand that. Could be someone that's missing you that doesn't feel like they're getting enough time from you. This could be the King of Cups here. Okay? It's giving me, I got to create boundaries because things were a distraction back then. Okay? Distraction and hustle. Someone could have been a distraction during your hustle. Okay? Now, in the near future, we have the Lovers card, strong Gemini energy. That's that choice. What are we prioritizing? Are you in my life? Are you out my life? Are you in my life? Are you respecting my boundaries? How are we going to do this thing? Okay. How are we going to do this thing? It's really one of those type of questions like, are you down for the ride though? Like, are you really down for the ride? Are you really going to stick through with me? Can you really handle the ride? You know what I'm saying? Now, the card representing you is the King of Swords, Capricorn and Aquarius energy. I just heard put up or shut up. Like, this is interesting to me. We got three masculine energies here. The King of Swords, the King of Wands, the King of Cups. We also have this guy here, this ladies' man player on the side here. So this could definitely be one of these people. Doesn't have to be. But with the King of Swords coming in as the card representing you, it's like, again, I have to set boundaries here. These are these are three Aquarius cards. The King of Swords, the Seven of Swords, the Six of Swords. That's Mercury. That's the moon, and this is Capricorn and Aquarius energy. You could be dealing with an Aquarius. This is a lot of fixed energy here. This is someone that's very determined to manifest what they want. And they're willing to do the work. Okay. And they understand that there's a relationship here. But there's a priority here because someone is more than motivated than ever at this time. Okay, I'm more than motivated than ever. This King of Swords is not going to look at things like the King of Cups and be emotionally available for you. But also, this King of Swords is going to think logically. What makes sense? This is about, again, as you consistently save for your future is saved. Okay, like this is how the King of Swords is thinking. I got to make this money because as I make this money now, my future is set. Okay, this King of Swords is looking at things with logic. What makes sense? What don't make sense? If it doesn't make sense, let's talk about it. Let me break it down to you so it does make sense with the King of Swords. But what I'm not going to do is entertain a conversation that's not really solid because you're in your feelings. Like this is the type of person that would rather have conversations that are productive, that's going to result in understanding, like in a logical way, meaning like emotions is too complex for this King of Swords. And this is a card representing you. So like emotions are too complex. So for instance, the King of Swords is someone that sees a formula. They see something that's consistent. If I consistently work on this, I will bring in more money. As I bring in more money, I will save. This is what the King of Swords is saying. But based on this Tuesday afternoon, because I'm 5 minutes late because of my schedule got me up, you're in your feelings. Are we talking about boundaries? Like, what could I have done today that can resolve this and make sure that this doesn't happen again? Versus you like spilling a lot of emotions on me that you've been holding in this whole time. Like, the King of Swords is the type of person that's like, this could have been resolved how you brought it up the first time so that it's not repeated again. So, for instance, if hypothetically you guys had a date, he was or she was 5 minutes late, whoever is channeling this King of Swords, and you're like, dang it, you're doing it again, you're late, you're not prioritizing me, right? With this missing you card. The King of Swords is like, is this about me being late for 5 minutes? Because I called you, I texted you, we spoke on our way here, and now you're acting like this. I don't want to have this conversation if this is not how you're going to feel in 30 minutes. Now, that may be insensitive for some, but to others with this air energy, it's like, make it make sense. Okay. And the problem is that this is why the Lover's card is going to be in the near future, because it's just like, are you coming with me or you're not? Like, do you understand the concept? Do you understand like the dynamic of what we got going on or not? Like, because I don't want to hold you back, because I'm not gonna allow you to hold me back, that kind of thing. This is where the motivation comes in. This is what motivation feels like. And some people don't like that. This is someone that is learning a lesson about distractions. I have to create boundaries. I'm creating boundaries with you. Are you actively creating boundaries with me? Is that why you have the issue and I don't have one? You know what I mean? Like this, there needs to be boundaries set, Taurus. Maybe someone needs to do better with their time. It could be something like that. It could be like, you don't spend enough time with me. You do not prioritize me. That needs to be communicated. That needs to be communicated. Someone is feeling taken advantage of or not appreciated. That needs to be communicated. Give me an example. Oh, I don't want to go down memory lane. You won't have to go down memory lane when you're dealing with the King of Swords, because the King of Swords needs examples. They're going to want to talk through it to figure out how can we work together. They need that dialogue. Okay, this is someone that is very calculated. Calculated doesn't need to be bad. Calculated to me means that someone has a clear understanding of what the situation is and they're trying to get the best out of the situation. Okay, now the intention behind it is what makes it good or bad. Calculating is to me, very smart to do. Calculating can be about time management. You know what I mean? Maybe I need to see you or talk to you in the morning because at night or the second half of the day, I'm just not available to sit here and just listen to you. Love you and all. But the second half of my day, I don't have that to just sit there and do nothing but listen to you. Okay. So maybe I just need to talk to you during the first half of the day or something like that. It's giving me that kind of energy. Now, the card coming in as your environment is we have the Devil card in reverse, and we also have the Three of Wands in reverse. This is strong Capricorn and Aries energy. If anything, you know what I pick up with from these two cards is this. All of the shit that's been held in is about to come out. Remember, I was saying that this person here with the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Swords, all of this stuff that's been bothering you is about to come out. Okay, maybe I'm hearing narcissistic ways or your behavioral pattern, your attachment style, or your codependency, whatever it is about to be put out there. Maybe between just y'all two or in front of people, but it's about to be put out there. This stuff needs to be addressed. See, this Three of Wands, and when it's in the upright, it's about forward movement. It's about planning, preparing, and just waiting for, a confirmation, the perfect time or the perfect date or the opportunity to present itself. And when it does, you're out. This could also indicate like a green light. Go ahead, go. Do what is it that you need to do. But when this is in the reverse, this is saying, let's pump the brakes for a second. Let's revisit this real quick. So you're telling me that, and what you saying is, hold on, hold on, hold on. The King of Swords is going to be like, look, don't play these games with me. We're going to make this conversation very thorough, quick, and efficient and productive here. Okay? This is what you do. This is what I'm not going to do. This is what I do. This is what this and this, this and this. This isn't about making someone feel like shit. This is about someone holding you accountable for the patterns, the self-sabotaging ways that you have or do. And this could be reversed. There's two people in this card right here. This could be you and someone else that you guys do this like unhealthy thing together. And it's needing to be addressed. Okay, so the Three of Wands in reverse is just indicating to me stagnation. Things are stagnant now. Things aren't moving forward until we address this. Now, the hopes and fears, this is what I love. The hopes and fears is the Hierophant and the Four of Cups. This could indicate that someone may lack faith in what they believe in. Maybe all of this praying, all of this, whatever it is, spiritual beliefs, maybe it won't follow through. That is your fear. But your hope is that you can heal from this. You can move on from this. That your methods, that your belief system is valid, that it is true, that it is solid. The potential outcome for you guys is the Temperance card. Strong Sagittarius energy. This is the healing that I'm talking about. Some of you guys have a pessimistic view or, not committed to what you believe in. Your faith might be shaky a little bit. And Spirit is saying, believe in it. Believe in it. This is a process. You have to heal. You have to heal. Okay, let me clarify some cards for you with the Truth Oracle deck. I want to see if there's what other messages are for you. Let's see, let's see, let's see. Why is the Lovers card and the Devil card here, Spirit? Why is the Lovers and the Devil card here for the Taurus? Why is the Lovers and the Devil card here for the Taurus, Spirit? Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Thank you. Okay, we got two cards. We have Fire Sign and Triggered. Fire Sign and Triggered. The Lovers card and the Devil card in reverse. This is someone that could have a fire sign, Leo, Sag, Aries. This also could be someone that triggers you. And you know what? This is what I'm talking about with the Devil card in reverse. Like stuff is going to be coming out. Self-sabotaging ways will be addressed. This could be triggering for you, but this is what needs to happen. I feel like the Hierophant here is saying this is the key. This is the key to embarking this new chapter of letting go and moving on and transitioning here. We have a 10 of Cups here in the subconscious mind, a cycle. Let's start this new cycle on a positive end, but we first must address the stuff that triggers you. We first must address, how am I triggering you? How are you triggering me? That conversation needs to happen. Okay? Let me see. What else do we have here? What other cards do I want to clarify? I want to clarify these kings. King of Cups, King of Wands, King of Swords. Why are all these masculine kings here, Spirit? Let's see. Why are these kings here, Spirit? Speak to me clearly. Ooh, thank you. We have him. So to clarify all three kings, we have him and responsibilities. So we're definitely talking to a masculine when we look at all three of these kings right here. Definitely a masculine, but this also could be about, that energy that I was talking about earlier about someone that's logic, level-headed because they are motivated. They have responsibilities. That is their priority right now. I can only imagine how someone is available for someone when they prioritize their responsibilities over someone else. This is what I was saying about priorities. You get what I'm saying? So that makes sense. That actually makes sense. We have him, we have ladies man, like double confirmation that we are talking about a male here. Could be a fire sign. This fire sign here too as well, or could have fire placements. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. Okay. See if there's anything else I want to clarify. Let's clarify this Seven of Swords energy and this Nine of Swords, this information that's being withheld, this secret, or, you know, just pretty much going through something and not telling the other person what you're going through. It's like someone made a switch in their head and like, going forward, I'm prioritizing my mental health. You know what I'm saying? Just because of like what I've gone through in the past. Some of you guys dealt with some sort of like cheating, lying, or something like that with the Seven of Swords, and it hurt you and it broke you. Okay? That I'm picking up too. Why is this Nine of Swords and the Seven of Swords here? But you're like, I'm choosing my peace of mind over everything. I was triggered. Why is the Nine of Swords and the Seven of Swords here? Nine of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Changes. Someone could be concerned about some changes. Changes are happening. Let's see. Or it could be that someone is making some changes, especially with the Six of Swords here. I feel like this change is major. That's why it's being kept under wraps. Why is this Nine of Swords and the Seven of Swords here, Spirit? Let's see. Codependency. Someone is changing the codependency narrative, changing the codependency dynamic in this relationship. There's going to be boundaries that are going to be set here. Okay, things are going to be different. Whoever is channeling this King of Swords, this is the card that came as for you, Taurus, is making boundaries. Like you're setting boundaries. You're not allowing anything to distract you, especially from your hustle. Okay? This is about Taurus taking control of their mental, taking control of their finances, utilizing this energy to fuel them to apply it towards what they're motivated about. And their person having to adjust and understand that and believe Taurus when they say, like, above all, I care about my family. I want a harmonic situation. I want to be happy. I want to be emotionally fulfilled, but I do have responsibilities. If this relationship is going to work, if we're truly going to work, we have to address our inner demons here with the Lover and the Devil card in reverse. I've been triggered. We have codependency issues. Someone is a player in the connection. Someone is missing someone. There's boundaries that need to be set. Okay, there's responsibilities that need to be prioritized. There needs to be an understanding here because someone is just too straight up and the other person isn't, with the King of Cups and the King of Swords. But someone's driven though. Someone is driven. So, Taurus, that is your reading. If this resonates, please give me a thumbs up, a like, a share, a comment, and subscribe. Links are below for any personal readings. And follow me on Instagram and Twitter. We'll see each other. Bye. Something different. You must be made for me. Patience is nothing. In and out, arguing.